Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Man, oh my goodness. Just got finished doing my live stream, and today was a rough day, but it was a good day. It's so nice to see all the cockroaches that come out. I've seen so many Eagle fans in there. We got the Atlanta Falcon fan in there. But it's funny, I'm hoping and praying that he's okay. Because it used to be I was always tripping up over East Side Harold. Harold was always in here. I could be in my workshop working, doing a live stream. There's East Side. I could be, live streaming on Friday nights or Monday night. There's East Side, telling me how bad my quarterback is and, how much my Cowboys stink and everything. But after last night, I ain't seen Eastside. Somebody said his channel is now marked as private. Eastside, you okay, bro? Do I need to call 911 or anything for you? Are you good? You good? And I see, we got brethren up in here, the Atlanta Falcon fan, who for some reason seems to think that they have a right to troll the Cowboys. I used to have a name for the Eagles, the Ringless Wonders, but I guess I can call the Atlanta Falcons that one because they are wingless wonders as well. Or should I say choking dogs, because you were up, 28-3 and lost? I mean, I lambasted Jason Garrett for losing to the Packers 26-3. Okay, but that was a regular season game. That wasn't the Super Bowl with the whole world watching. But for some reason, that guy thinks he controlled the Cowboys. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get real here. This is it, man. This is the first week of 17 weeks to prove that you belong in the playoffs. Every week is important. And it's important for our Cowboys to start off right. I feel good about the team that they put on the field. They've got some players, or some guys we believe are some players. We haven't had as many distractions off the field like we usually do. Last year we had the Zeke Elliott Las Vegas situation. We had the Zeke Elliott holding out in Cabo. We had Amari Cooper with the plantar fasciitis. We had D-Law with the shoulder surgery. We haven't had any of that. And it seems like we got players that are a band of brothers. You know what I mean? A football player once told me, he said, you have to understand, I am an independent contractor. I get a 1099 at the end of the year. I got to pay my own taxes. Everything I do has to be for me, because when they're done with you, they're done with you. And then my earning potential is gone. So it doesn't necessarily matter what team it is, within reason. It's about me taking care of me. And I don't feel that with these Cowboys. The Cowboys are actually very, very fortunate, because when this pandemic hit, let's say you are the Green Bay Packers. Most of the players in Green Bay, they don't live in Green Bay during the off season. They're elsewhere. Oh, forgive me. Most of the Dallas Cowboy players, they live in Dallas all year round. The Cowboys don't have to pay the players a workout bonus because they're there. Most of these guys are gym rats that want to be out working out. And so instead of half my team in Arizona and half team in Florida and, or I guess a couple of people in California or whatever, spread out across the country, they're all in Dallas. And with Dak Prescott putting the field in his backyard, hey, they had an advantage that none of these other teams really had. And I'm hoping that that advantage is the impetus for them to get a good start. For them to look kind of like Kansas City did last night starting out the season. Kansas City looked like they're in mid-season form. The Texans looked like they were still in preseason. But I feel like this team, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like this team is special. I see Dak being that leader on that offense. I see a defense that's going to be much improved with an attitude, a new attitude. And I see a coaching staff that seems like they've got it. And more than anything else, you know what I really see? That may be the biggest thing that's different about this team, that may end up being the difference between winning and losing, and this team doing markedly better than what we have over the last 10 years. I see Jerry Jones taking himself out of the equation of trying to be the owner, GM, coach. That you see a coach who is now the guy that's actually running this team. That he's got full autonomy to do it as he sees fit. I don't know that Jerry Jones has done that since Jimmy Johnson. I know we had Bill Parcells here, but you always heard Bill Parcells, if I'm gonna do the cooking, let me at least buy some of the groceries. That it was Jerry Jones's will against Bill Parcells, and eventually Parcells said, I'm out of here. But I feel like Mike McCarthy is buying the groceries. I think Jerry Jones wants Earl Thomas because he feels like that's the one that got away. You know, I'm always gonna get what I want to get, and Earl Thomas was the guy I wanted to get. But I think Mike McCarthy was like, no, can't play with them, can't win with them, can't play with them, don't need them. I feel like that's Mike McCarthy with his influence saying, no, I'm good. You stick to your side of the room, I'm going to stick to my side with the team and the players. I'll let you know what I need. And that, my friends, I think may be the difference between winning and losing. And this team being able to look at Mike McCarthy and say, yeah, he's the head guy in charge. That the buck stops with Mike McCarthy. And that Mike McCarthy is beginning to teach these guys things that they've never thought of before, didn't know existed. And they're following in line and they're buying into it. And see, that's the thing about football. There's an interesting statistic in the modern era, we'll say, of, say the last 20 years. If you haven't won a Super Bowl within 5 years or have major success, you're not going to win a Super Bowl with that team. And that's why most coaches only have a 5-year window. Over and over again, I kept saying the Cowboys need to make a change with Jason Garrett. They need to make a change. But when it came time to the season, it's like, well, he's our coach. I'm hoping that this year that he got it right. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. But after a certain amount of time, players get used to what you're doing. They know how to get away, what they have to do to go ahead and skate by. They know if I can go over your head to Jerry Jones and get what I want. And that's why bringing in somebody new sometimes will make an instant impact, because now everybody's worried about the job. Man, this might be a new system. They might not need me. I might get cut. Man, I better show up and show my worth. And that's where you have Mike McCarthy. And maybe this will be a situation kind of like Tampa Bay, where Tony Dungy was close. He got the talent there. He got the players. But for whatever reason, they just couldn't gel to make it that next step. John Gruden, who is not a guy who is good at building a team. Let's make that clear. John Gruden took another man's talented players and got the most out of them to win a Super Bowl. But when those guys got old, he couldn't rebuild the team. Let's hope this is a situation like Tampa Bay that takes a group of guys that should have been more than what they were and elevates them to new heights. I'm excited, man. This is opening weekend, and man, wow, damn. 1 year ago, I'm running along here, I'm sorry. But 1 year ago, I had just finished my live stream, and I went upstairs to my computer to go ahead and check in for my 5 a.m. flight that was going to Dallas. And I realized that I booked the flight not for the next day, but for the following week. And literally had a panic attack because I'm like, I can't spend $1,000 for a one-way ticket to Dallas. And came up with the idea of, I'm driving to Dallas. And started calling all my boys, hey, we're going to Dallas for this game. And E2 Blue was the only one who could go. E2 finally got to my house about 1 o'clock in the morning, and we left right then and there, and we drove through the night, got there Saturday evening about 6 o'clock. Man, I forgot about that. Well, this weekend won't be quite as hectic because I don't have too much driving to do. I just got some barbecue I got to get. All right, y'all. I appreciate you. But it's time to turn out the lights. This party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it the night. Where's Eastside Harold? I guess we won't see him until next year. Good night, everybody.